look, if you think anybody's going to concede the championship, the answer is a big fat no.
Byrne gets the spot. He's got into the back of Peter Robb in the process. Pither just trying to get back around him as Holdsworth tries to hold off Jeff Spencer.
Yeah, that Pither car, whatever they've done, it looks like they're in a bit of brake trouble at the moment. They have a bias, which means they can transfer the amount of brake pressure from the front to the rear. At the moment, that Gallagher car, which is the right ear screen, has got way too much to the front. When he hits the brakes, it just locks them up and he loses all steering.
Well, he got a great run out of 9 again onto the front straight. This time it's Peter Robb dancing around under brakes. He locks up as Pither's going to cross over Byrne.
Yeah, these guys are just going to take the track race right to 2. Pither's got the advantage right now. See, Byrne's smart enough. He's realised he's backed out of this and just follow Chris.
Look how much ground he's lost.
Maybe he missed the gear and all that.
So Jeff Spencer gets by Holdsworth through to the 4th position, and he's in behind Simon Byrne. He's got it back up and running. Yeah, you might be right there, Mark. May have in fact missed a gear on that run out of turn number 1. But Peter Robb out in front, he's got cars filling his mirrors both sides. The door open on Pither's car.
Look at that. Now, that'll be very unnervy because as a racing driver, you don't need any distractions in the cockpit, especially in these conditions while you're battling for the lead. And if that door's open and he's only holding that shut with his hand, it's going to make it a very long race.
Oh, the bizarre things continue to happen here in the NZ V8 Utes. Kane Lobb, further back, has dropped back to 13th and behind Dave Kernahan. So definitely having issues with the Mark Cromie Holden.
Now, mate, we said a few laps earlier, for Simon Byrne to have any shot at this, he needed some wholesale luck to happen his way. Now, he probably understands that Kane Lobb's back in 13th. There you go, Chris Pither. He's not going to make the corner again.
Oh, he does hold it up.
He does.
Byrne gets into the back of Robb. Boy, Chris Pither, he held that up.
He did.
Just looked for all money that he was going to understeer off under brakes.
Simon Byrne's getting very impatient. He knows that the man in the championship hunt is right in front of him.
Here's a peak antifreeze replay. Check this out. So that's Robb and the door coming open with Pither in behind him.
Oh, this is so bizarre, isn't it?
There's the pass to the lead for Pither as Byrne on board gets into the back of the rocket man, Peter Robb. And Pither now with a little bit of a break because Robb's just playing that defensive line down into turn number 1. Big battles further back. Peter Ward's in there, battling there with the Australian and Mike Lightfoot. Still one more race left to go this weekend, and it's definitely not over. But Pither with a small advantage now as he's starting to drive away from Robb and Simon Byrne. So he'll look to gain here definitely in the points. But has Simon Byrne done enough to maybe get by Kane Lobb? That now championship battle for 2nd.
No, actually Kane Lobb has filtered himself back to 13th. Simon Byrne finishes 3rd. There will only be 30 points between 2nd and 3rd in the championship. So, considering what the deficit was coming into this weekend, he has made a lot of ground.
Yeah, well, Byrne will get 60 points for 3rd, and at the moment, Kane Lobb in 13th gets 26 points, but that's still a big, big swing. So can Simon Byrne maybe get through to 2nd? Scott McKelvey going through with the headlights on and the icon Holden. Graham Byrne, Dave Stewart, Jeff Kernahan. But it's the Gypsy out in front and the Gallagher Ford.
Okay, let's put this into perspective. The guy out in front, Chris Pither, actually started from the very back. There you go. That's the Kane Lobb. Is that the Kane Lobb crew there?
It will be, because that's Mark Cromie.
Yep.
Underneath the bonnet of the Cromie Holden. So big dramas there. That looks to be James Urquhart pitted just immediately in front of him after that big scare through the chicane. But smoke and steam billowing out from underneath the Mark Cromie Holden. This is just a disaster for Kane Lobb, who led the championship going into the final round.
Okay, now that just throws a whole different equation in. That means that quite possibly this man in screen now could take over 2nd of the championship. Of course, 1 lap to go. But sorry, I want to put in perspective. The man in front, Chris Pither, he started, let's keep reminding ourselves, at the very back of this race. It only took him 6 laps to get to the front. In this Ute race, on a slippery track this time of the day, one of the cars straight off.
I think that was Spencer just in the background, out braking himself into 1 as Byrne still can't get by Peter Robb.
He's looking every way. Look, let's just hope he doesn't do anything silly. There's only 6 or 7 corners to go. You know, we can't go around the outside of here. Maybe he's looking for a drive, go for 3, but nothing will come of that.
Pither with about a 4-second advantage. Byrne trying to find his way around. Now, if Kane Lobb can get back out on track and finish the race, he will get points. But until that time, if he registers a DNF, it is game on for second overall in this championship as Byrne's going to go to the outside before the chicane. Clears Peter Robin through to second.
He just backed himself going into there, didn't he?
Through to second goes Simon Byrne. That could be really important points-wise for him. As yet, we have not heard if Kane Lobb has managed to get back out of pit lane. So Pither looking for the victory. Little time with Simon Byrne for race wins for the weekend. No, Kane Lobb still in the pits. Well, this is just massive for the championship. Chris Pither.
Rightio, mate. Just a bit of an update on the points. This man on screen right now. Oh, look at the battle. No, come on, guys.
Holdsworth and Rob. Rob outbrakes himself. He was on the wrong side under brakes with the Australian applying the pressure. Peter Chaos Ward's just giving them a touch-up.
Earlier part of the race for that to happen. Only a handful of corners to go.
Well, Chris Pither down to the line, though. He'll take out race number 2. What a race for him. The championship leader extends. Simon Byrne in second. And actually,
so he'll inherit second place in the championship.
Here's the third battle to the line. Peter Ward gets it right on the line ahead of Brett Holdsworth, with Mike Lightfoot getting through to 5th in the end. But Chris Pither taking the victory in race number 2, extending his championship lead in his title defence in the NZ V8 Utes. Absolute disaster for Kane Lobb. So Chris Pither with the victory in race 2 for the NZ V8 Utes from Simon Byrne, who now moves into second of the championship with the demise of Kane Lobb. Peter Ward got by Brett Holdsworth right on the line by just 1/100th of a second for third. Holdsworth in fourth, followed by Mike Lightfoot, Scott McKelvey, Dave Stewart, Graham Senior Byrne, Jeff Kernahan and Jeff Spencer.